to CandyApple's next top model. We have with us this evening the final 12 models. But there's a catch, and I'll get to that in a moment. First, let's introduce you to our fabulous panel of judges. Justin. We also have an editor, photo editor, photographer, and former NTMA, also a site owner, Alex from Wrong Tongue Cocktail. Next, we have again a photographer, model, and site owner, Amanda Marie from Easy Breezy. Next, we have Cycle3's winner, contest owner, and real-life model, as well as professional photographer, Laura. She also gave you guys your photo challenge this week. Also, my fine-haired pink friend, Tori Tastic, the amazing site model, contest owner, and host of her own show, Model Wars. The amazing Emily, she is of course our guest judge. Emily was in Cycle3 and made it all the way to the final 3, which was amazing, seeing that was the first time she'd ever done an NTM. So, alright, so everyone knows how I said that there was a catch. Well, you see, then I went from the final 15 to about the final 14. I had a ton of girls drop out, and we made everyone sign a promissory note agreeing that, they understood how much work it was, they'd get their photos in, they understood everything. Well, between the judges and myself, the fact that they signed this promissory note, I had another girl drop out for very personal reasons that are completely understandable. And we love you, Kate, and we hope to see you in another cycle. We also let back in Ashley, who was in the very first episode, because I felt like, I hadn't given her a fair chance. So many people drop out, so many people just didn't care. I said, I should give Ashley another chance. Well, Ashley was given another chance, and although she had, again, very intense circumstances, I even suggested I was going to offer her to take a webcam photo, which she told me she'd take and never gave me. So, we're down 2 models, which means I have with me the final 10. Congratulations! But I would like to still give you guys a call-out order, and I still want to treat this like a normal episode. I love the 12 zodiacs. I'm obsessed with astrology and astronomy. This assignment was something I've been dying to do, and I'm so glad that the majority of you participated in it. Now, tonight will be a little different because I'm going to do the call-outs and the critiques at the same time, since all of you pretty much realize you're not about to be eliminated. So, who will continue on in the hopes of becoming CandyApple's next top model? First call out this week was actually a complete and total tie between the top 2. So, first call out and second call out were tied, and the tiebreaker that I used was the one judge had one of you as number 2 and one of you as number 3. So, who was that person's number 2 is who got first call out, if that makes sense. You understand it better when you see the call out. Alright, so the first model and top photo this week, who will be edited into our default, is Teddy. Congratulations. Teddy, we really felt like you put yourself into this photo. Like, you took it to another level. Although a couple people said that, the editing wasn't necessary, but the rest of us felt like the editing helped it, and that this photo was kick butt. When we think of Scorpio, this is definitely what we thought of. Alright, and second call out, who was tied for the time being with Teddy, that is Victoria. Victoria, everyone, just about everyone, couldn't seem to get over the fact that you've done so much research and that you just went all out on your photo. Everything in your photo had symbolism, had reasoning, had a purpose for being there. And that's what I want to see in a photo. Third and fourth were again a tie between Heather and Brittany Ray. I'm going to kind of critique your photo and then I'll tell you who got called third. Heather, your photo was a little late, but you had a perfectly good personal reason for, turning your photo a little late. We still felt like, you really put your all into it. As you can see in the photo, I definitely edited you together because when I think of Pisces, which was your zodiac that you were assigned, I always think of the two fish jumping, so maybe my editing helped you a little bit, but just about everyone really liked your photo this week. A couple of the judges didn't get to judge your photo, so they kind of talked with them. One judge didn't get to see it, so they had to kind of rate you on your overall portfolio, whereas Brittany Ray, everybody liked your photo except for your eye contact. They felt like maybe this was a blinking shot, but they definitely felt your creativity. The other thing that was really hard about your photo, Brittany, was you were wearing tan and your background was kind of tan. So it was definitely really hard to edit out from your background. So third call out this week goes to Heather. I feel, it must be the judges felt the same way, that even through everything you went through and you've been going through this week, you still got in an amazing photo. And that makes Brittany your number 4 this week. Number 5 goes to someone who's used to getting called a lot earlier. She had a really hard assignment, and that's definitely Katie. Katie, you had Capricorn, which is half ram, goat, fish thing. So I'm really glad you went with the mermaid vibe. I was showing my mom these photos, and she didn't quite get it at first, but I explained. So I think that's why you're not getting called as high, because it wasn't as blatantly obvious. A couple judges suggested maybe you'd used different colors that popped. Maybe that was what was missing in your photo, was the usual Katie pop. Or maybe the Katie blood and gore everywhere. That would explain a lot. This next photo, I was definitely excited to see what you were going to come up with. And I feel like what you came up with was really awesome. And that's Kayla. Kayla, you're a Gemini, which is the twins, and I really like that you went for the bipolar kind of vibe. What a lot of the judges suggested was maybe you'd had even different colors in each side, kind of contrasting each other. I have to agree, I kind of like that idea, but as one of the judges, actually Emily said this, that your photos kind of look like the image you see when you think of the theater, the laughing and the crying. So I liked it. That's definitely going to be Angie. Angie, a lot of people really felt like you didn't understand your assignment maybe, that you didn't go far enough, you didn't go creative enough. A couple people were annoyed that you had your bracelets on in the photo. I think I remember from last cycle when you did your implied nudity photo, you had your bracelets on and that was the comment too. So make sure you take those off. And on the same note, they felt like maybe you didn't have the bowl aspect enough, maybe not horns, but as someone suggested, which I thought was a really good idea, maybe like a bowl ring. I can honestly say I never would have thought of that myself, but kind of think of little aspects. Even when you're about to take the photo, look at yourself in the mirror and say, do I look like that? Would I know what I was? So you're definitely improving, but you shouldn't be at the bottom of the pack still. Alright, I have before me the bottom 3 girls this week. Esme, Serena, and Haley. All of your photos this week were lacking, as we felt, the assignment. We felt like maybe most of you kind of focused too much on specifics and didn't really think about the assignment. Serena, with you, I feel like you maybe thought too far outside of the box, that you missed the boat on your assignment. Whereas Haley, I feel like you were stuck too much thinking about a mold that you felt like Virgo had to fit into, then you missed an opportunity to do an amazing photo. And Esme, I feel like maybe you, like Serena, were too outside of the box and you needed a little bit more literal Esme, your photo this week, I picked out of the photos you sent me because you had another photo where you had, it looked like claws, and I thought you were Cancer till I looked it up, and then you were Leo. And I understand what you were going for. You're definitely, it's a very subtle Leo. So that's why you're getting called next. So, Esme, next time, to get as called as high as you did the last episode, maybe you have to put a little more literal and not so much subtle. So, let loose a little bit. You're getting the model aspect down. Just push, okay? That leaves me with the bottom two, Serena and Haley. You're both in the bottom two for semi-similar but very different reasons. Like I said, Serena, you didn't go literal enough, kind of like Esme. And Haley, you tried too hard with the literal that you forgot you could be subtle, if that makes sense. Haley, everyone agreed that your skirt was too short. I had even edited it longer, so that's saying something. Virgo is the virgin. It's supposed to be soft, pretty frail. You had ones where you were standing up, but I felt like they missed the boat even more than this photo. I was going to edit in some flowers and stuff, but I wish maybe you'd had some fake flowers or something, like maybe a teddy bear or something. Even, a sheet that didn't necessarily have to be white, preferably a light color, but it could have been anything. And I feel like that's why you're in the bottom two. Serena, your photo, as someone pointed out, it looks rushed. It looks like you didn't really think about it. Somebody thought that the Aries symbol edited up in the corner was horns. I kind of wish it was, but I feel like maybe this photo wouldn't be this good without editing. So the judges and I had decided that that Serena would have been called ninth and that Haley would have been eliminated. But since I had two dropouts, Haley, you're safe, and take this as your warning. Alright, models, good luck. Remember, after you see the video, message me. Also, vote for the apple of your eye, the model you feel has the best photo this week. Congratulations, top 10. Until next time, I'm CandyApple's next top model. Just go on to opposites coming on, I never